Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is The Love and Odd. Today we are going to review the NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I guess, adventure series? Archie comics. Now, no, I haven't read none of the Archie comics. I wish. I try to find some online, but it's a bit difficult. But that's the point. The point is, this design is from the comics where Krang takes over Shredder's head, and he comes like this. That's how he comes packaged. He comes packaged like this. There's his head. Of course, we're going to take a look at this. And this is how he looks. He looks really nice. I like his head. Now, of course, we're going to switch that off. And I want to look at the box. Now, for the figure, this was over $35, I'm pretty sure. It was $35 or it was $40 in the aftermarket. But I find mine for $21. Of course, with taxes, it's a $23.99 or whatnot. But man, I was so happy and so excited. I found this very good price. No paint jobs or messed up. Well, maybe right here, but that's like a tiny little thing. Anyways, so the package, it's nice. It looks good, but you're going to look at it. Yes, it is a bit messed up, but like I said, I'm not going to keep the package, even though the package looks good, but I want to keep some more space for my shelf for other packages. And I already have a bag for my other accessories. So the package, it looks good. Here's the artwork. I like the artwork. It looks very nice, looks very accurate. Even though sometimes in the comics, if you look, they changed the... I'm pretty sure some people make fun of Jim Lawson's Krang design, because sometimes it looks weird and goofy. But this design, oh, it looks fantastic. And then, of course, we got some messed up tape. The package was a bit damaged, but again, I don't care. And of course, we got Ace the Duck. I wanted to get this one. And no, I'm not going to get the wrestler turtles. Yes, I know there's stories behind them. And I know Ace the Duck. But anyways, that's not the point. Very good package. And again, I always say, NECA, do better poses with your figures. Come on now. I don't know how many times I have to say this. But it's a good-looking package, good-looking box. But now we're going to open it up. Make sure everything is in there. Nice. Throw the box to the side. And we're gonna look at his accessories at a time. And of course, when you open the accessories, the package like this, then his it's not a, I would say a spear, but it's a different weapon. But oh my, oh wow, holy crap! Why? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to be honest. I've seen some people review this, and I like the NECA design of this shredder, but I didn't know that this was gonna be this tall. Okay, hold on. Let me pull the staff from the spear from the Wanderer. This is from the Wanderer with the Michelangelo. Look at the comparison. Holy crap! That dude, wow. That's quite something. That's insane. That's insane. But yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be that big. But wow, pretty good size. Now, of course, it's, oh my god, it takes up so much space. It looks very good, very nice. If you look closely, some lines to make it look very wooden and make it feel more alive, which I've always loved what they do with the comic series, with the 87 series, with their Last Ronin series. Well, I mean, that is part of the comics, but still... you know what I'm saying? And the Monster series, even though I don't care, they still look pretty nice. But it has a nice, pretty good white. It's very nice. It's very bright. No messed up paint whatsoever until later on I keep posing it and something's going to happen. I feel like some paint is going to rub off because by the looks of it, it's nice. It's bright. It's white with some black paint on it to make it look more bandaged. But like I said, since it's white and since that whiteness is so bright, it's going to scrape maybe a hand if you don't, you know, if you don't air dry them or use air dryer, hair dryer. I'm sorry, hair dryer. What the fuck? A hair dryer or put some water on it. By the way, I did not have to put this guy in water. I moved him just to try, and surprisingly, he moved right away. So this is a very good weapon. Not bad. And of course, I know this one in the comics. I know a little bit about the comics, but oh man, I wish I had them. Anyways, so. This one is his nice little tree. I forgot what tree this is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I know that, crap, again, it made me mad because I remember this tree, but now it's just lost in my head. So please let me know in the comments down below. But look at this. So in the comics, if you're curious, why does it have one little petal? In the comics, I remember there was something, correct me if I'm wrong, because I had to look this up just to be sure for everything. Because man, I was aware for the comic series, but again, I haven't read none of them, even though I know some characters in it. But this was supposed to be talking about a petal that pops out or something, shows that Shredder is gonna come out at the darkness and defeats his enemies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was something like that. Not the same line, but it was something like that about how the petal just pops out, and then that's how he's gonna be popping out and gonna try to beat up the turtles to surprise them. And there was a whole thing. It was something like that. Recorrect me if I'm wrong, but it was something like that. Not the way that he said, not that line, but where I'm trying to remember. But it's very good, very good. I like it. It's a nice paint. Some, of course, green. You got some pink. You got some the rocks. You got a little bit purple, and then a brown with some black lining in it. Very nice. So this gun, he does hold this, and when he does get his ass beat, he does carry this and leaves with the Krang. Now we have his hands. We're gonna take a look. Oh, come on, NECA, look. Why? This is what I was complaining about. If y'all see my NECA videos about anytime I talk about the hands, hold on. This is the Mirage Comics Michelangelo, and look, no details. I don't care if their fingers are close to each other. I don't care. Why can't y'all do details right here if y'all guys gonna put little detail lines right here? I'm still happy you put at least details right there. But you could have done the same thing for the other Ninja Turtles, but I mean, sculpt wise, not bad, very good. I like it. Not much to say to it. Just I mean, NECA, they always have good sculpt, and they've always done very well done with many paint jobs. So I mean, it looks like someone's skin tone. It feels very nice. I mean, just look at that. It's nice and simple. It's not bad, of course. It's just his gripping hand for the spear. Again, I know it's not a spear. I'm pretty sure it's something else. Recorrect me if I'm wrong. I don't know many weapons, all right? And here we go. We have... Oh, come on. No details on the hands. All right. Well, we got some open palm hands. Some nice... kind of... I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, they feel big. I don't know why. I feel like he got big fingers. Is it just me, or does it look like he got fat fingers? Anyways, so very well, if you see on the light right there, some good details. Not a lot, just very subtle, no lining details, of course, but it's still good. I still like it. Like I said, I'm not going to pose him. When I'm going to pose him around, take photos with these different hands, but man, I'm going to have him with this accessory mainly. I mean, come on now. Anytime I think of the Shredder, I think of the Shredder with his claws. Holy crap, come on now. This is most definitely what I'm going to display him with, which is very nice. Very well painted, very well sculpted. They're not flimsy or nothing messed up, so that's good. I'm happy. That's what I'm mostly going to use that. And, of course, we have his mask, his helmet, the Shredder head. I don't know if I told you this in the beginning of the video. This is my first Shredder NECA figure. I'm serious. The first Shredder NECA figure. I wanted to get the Mirage Comics, and I know he's a bit small, and he is skinny, and I'm fine with that. That's accurate. But I was like, man, I want my Shredder to be a bit big and buff. And I know they did the Shredder. It was a Shredder in the. Oh crap! What's Shredder's name? His real name? Oroku Saki. Yes, it was Oroku Saki and Shredder. It was a 2-pack that came out this was it this month or last month? I can't remember. I'm actually gonna. So I should move these around to the side. Yeah, so I know that came out and it looks good. The Shredder looks good, but I don't want to have an Oroku Saki because I wouldn't care for the figure. Even though you could do swapping around with the pieces with the Shredder and the Oroku Saki. But they have other figures as well that I wanted to get. And the 87 one, I didn't want to get. I wanted to pass on that. I mean, the 87 design is alright, but NECA-wise for the figure, it's not really my cup of tea. It's not my thing. And I'm not so big on the 87 show. I'm not saying it's the worst show, but it's personally not my favorite iteration of the Turtles. It's better than the Michael Bay, I'll say that. So, Of course, like I said, he's with this with the Krang head. It's all right. I'm gonna we're gonna look at the Shredder head more closely. So I don't know if I say this, but of course his outfit is blue and purple, which I love. I love this. I love this combination of colors. Two of my favorite colors combined. So we got his nice eyes just popping out right there with his skin tone in the right there. You could see, and of course, that little shininess, trying to show some shiny popping out. It could look more metal or not metal. What's iron? Fuck. You know what I'm saying. So it could look more. So basically, look light shining off. I don't know why I can't speak English. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. Been waiting for this figure, and man, I'm just grateful and happy. Of course, the back looks a bit weird, disgusting. But of course, you're not gonna look at him, and you're not gonna care about it, of course. But it looks a bit weird. And you could see some ears. NECA, you did not have to do this, but I respect the dedication that y'all guys did this. But you couldn't do that for the hands for the Ninja Turtles. Well, whatever. So, of course, more details, not a lot. In the comics, it looks more gray because, of course, it's supposed to have like that silver, that bright silverness from the light hitting it. And I did not heat the neck up. Okay, there was no click, no snap, but it's tight in. It's good. Sometimes with NECA figures, sometimes they make a popping noise or they don't. But man, look at him. Look at this beast of a Shredder. I don't care if you don't like this. Me personally, I love it. I love the design. I love the figure, how he looks. Man, first I do want to take this cape off so we could have more space. But man, I like how they did give him a cape. I wish it was a wired cape. I wish they gave us a wired cape, man. But it doesn't feel bad. Doesn't feel wrong. It's not bad. I don't really have a lot of problems with it. I'm probably I don't know. Depends. I'm also my torso, the chest looks a bit crooked. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Anyways, so this Shredder, of course, I'm gonna have to take off his head. Okay, so the Shredder. Okay, now you hear a snap. Of course, he's not supposed to look like that without his cape, but I don't know. I'm honestly probably going to leave him like this without his cape. I don't think the cape looks bad, but man, I just love the beefiness. I love. He's not the biggest, but man, he's more taller. Let's get the. We're just gonna get one Mirage comic figure because they all are using the same body, so it doesn't matter. Here he stands next to your Michelangelo or your average Ninja Turtle, but it is Michelangelo. But man, the height difference is insane. I like my Shredder tall. I like it tall. I don't mind my other figures mixed together, and I wanted to get different figures. And I've always been a fan of this design, even though I never read the comics, but I've always sometimes seen the design. But the paint with the white, let me bring the box. Hold on. So with the box, if you look closely, it has some blue with some gray paint on it. Well, colors, but if they did this, it would have been paint, of course. Anyways, so they have some gray with some little baby blues. And man, if y'all remember the Ninja Stars, hold on, actually, because what they did with the, I'm gonna have to pull out my accessories. Hold on. What they did with the Ninja Star, it should have been this color. Remember how I said it was mixed with a little bit of silver and blue with a bit of white, but I forgot to say that. But that's what the color should have been. It should have been something like this. Not too bright and blue, but you see how it should have been reversed. I felt like the white should have been on the blue, while the blue should have been on top. You know what I'm saying? Please, I hope someone understands. Sometimes, anytime I do these reviews, I feel like I'm just complicating my words more and more. But like I said, I feel like the white should be right here, and the blues should be all over. Well, of course, it looks a bit blue and like gray, but you know, I felt like that's what they should have done. But I don't think it looks ugly either way. I still like how it looks. I still think it looks good. And man, I still like it. But of course, we're gonna look at him very closely. So actually, now we're gonna need some light. Just look at the shading. My God, look at that shading. Not a lot like what they do with the Mirage Turtles, but man, that is some good shading, some good details. It really feels like he popped out of a comic book. It looks like that, and I love the design. I don't, if you hate this design, I don't care. I'm fine with this design. I love the design. I love the blue. I love the purple. I love the white mixed with the blacks, with the baby blues. Man, and with a hint of gray. But man, it's just, if you could see a bit gray, it looks a bit, yeah. Is that messed up paint? Oh, I hope it's not a messed up paint job. Anyways, I'm gonna have to probably fix that. So it looks good, but man, looks fine. It looks beautiful. Okay, let's start looking at the articulations. Of course, down, up, not a lot. See, is that some paint smudge? I don't know. I know when I'm gonna pose him around, I'm not gonna notice it, but man, since it's so bright and white, man, that's probably gonna bother me. Anyways, just gonna look down, up, pick up his arms, the shoulder pads. I thought they were gonna stop you, but no, that's good range. That's better range than the turtles themselves. Not saying the Mirage Turtles are bad, they're fucking fantastic, but man, that's some good range. We got some movement right here, as always, and then double joining. It looks a bit weird. I know some people always complain about the elbow. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes it looks kind of, you don't notice. And you look at them and be like, man, I don't notice nothing until you like move it to the side, and then I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, see that little. Not saying I know some people would complain about it, but me, I'm just I'm not that type of guy that would complain about it, because of course with some figures they're gonna need to do a exaggerating pose. But anyways, and of course a little is it a hinge, right? Hinge joint? I can't remember. Shit. Hold on. Okay, I apologize. Oh, sorry. So I thought one of my arms was a bit warped. I thought one of them was a bit screwed up. Anyway, so a little bit side to side, up, down, up, down. You could do a decent splits, and then you could kick. I thought this was gonna get in the way, but no, it barely doesn't. It barely doesn't get in the way, but there, yeah, there you go. You kick. Double jointed. They move nice and smooth. I don't know why sometimes NECA figures, they move smooth and nice. My Mirage Michelangelo, he moved nice and smooth. This Shredder moves nice and smooth as soon as it came out the box. So I want to be. Oh, okay. Before I continue, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I should have. Look, I knew, because just in case if I was gonna forget, I was like, oh man, I should have had to heat this up. But look, we got swivel. We have a boot swivel. Heck yeah. So just like Casey Jones, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. See. Yeah, so man, he moves nice and smooth. And yeah, so okay, so now what we're gonna do is, of course, different accessories, because of course y'all guys seen what the Krang looks like. Actually, let's take a look at the Krang, because if you think about it, just think about it, it's kind of a two-pack. It's kind of a two-pack when you think about it. Sorry, Krang. I know, correct me if I'm wrong, did they release a Krang with the Archie Slash? By the way, oh man, I love Slash, but I was hesitant on picking him up. But man, This Krang looks way better. I can't remember which one had the Krang, but I'm pretty sure it was the Slash. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But man, look at this details. He really feels like a character that came jumping out of the comic book. Look, I know I might be complaining sometimes with NECA with the hand details, but they could never go wrong with the sculpt, with the paint jobs, with the colors. It's so bright, it's so vibrant, man. And the expression, I really like it. I really like the expression. I know with the, like I said, I can't remember, but the Krang Archie with the Slash, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he doesn't have a little peg hole. You can't switch heads out. But I think this brain is more better. I think I don't know, maybe a bit bigger. It just looks great. Oh, and he got, hey, look, he got little articulations. Huh. Yeah, see, I don't know if you could see those little pegs, those tiny little. Yeah, you see that tiny little peg right there? Yeah, heck yeah. This is what I've been waiting for. Heck yeah, guys. Archie comics, Krang articulation. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the future, guys. Jokes aside, man, it's still fantastic. I like this very well, very well. Like I said, I don't know if the cape I don't hate, but I don't want dust to be collecting. So what I'm gonna do with this cape, I'm just gonna put it in here so it doesn't get dusty and doesn't mess up. So now we're gonna just hope his hands could take off. Okay. Also, this piece, I just want to let you know, you might think it's glued. It is glued, but this part, not really. That's how the other side is. So don't worry. I thought mine was a bit messed up, but ladies and gentlemen, do not worry. Do not be scared. It's okay. So I wanna, let's see. I wanna give him, yeah. When it tries his open palm hands. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Huh. I didn't expect him to hold it very well and perfect. Okay. That's very nice. Okay. So now I'm just going to try each hand one at a time with different ones. Well, not one at a time. Just... be careful when you put this shredder. When you put this shredder hand, when you about to put it, do not, I repeat, do not hold him like this. Hold his hands to the side. That's what I did. Well, I didn't do this, but I hold him to the side. So, because these blades, they're not flimsy, but I don't know, maybe in time, maybe something would happen. You know, of course, okay, whoa. Relax, Shredder, catch your balance. Okay, oh. He could open his, okay. So I did not have to heat this up. I'm just dropping stuff. Holy crap. I did not have to heat this up. That's good. And now, oh, this hinge goes up and down. There we go. See, some of the Mirage comics, Ninja Turtles needed this. The hinge that goes up and down, not side to side. I mean, some of them does go side to side, which is good, but mostly never. Oh, okay. Anyways, the point is, man, he's a good figure. He's fantastic. So, you get a Shredder head, of course. You get a Krang head, which, I mean, I think probably a bonus. I mean, if you think about it, call it a 2-pack. Call it maybe. Because, I mean, Krang, he is his own separate character. Shredder, he is his own separate character. So maybe you could count this as a 2-pack. Who knows? I mean, you do get 2 pairs of fisted hands. You do get 2, of course, the ones that are on him, 2 pairs of fisted hands. You get 2 pairs of open palm hands. You get 2 pairs of his blade hands. And you get 2 pairs of his gripping hands. And you get 1 little tree. I forgot what tree this is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever this is, let me know which one. So, man, he is fantastic. I gotta be honest with him. I know some of the colors didn't really match, and I don't know what I have problems with. I don't know if I showed you. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I showed you this. I apologize. Again, I'm just amazed with this figure. I wanted to be sure he's nice. He moves nice. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be honest. Completely honest. He's a 10. He is a 10 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, rounds up. Or Dumbledore style. Anyways, so he is a 10 out of 10. I'm actually pretty surprised about this. I didn't think I was going to like it. Don't get me wrong. I love his design. I love the colors. I was just not going to think I was going to like it. I thought there was going to be some certain limit. I thought there was going to be limits to the figure. But no, he's actually very nice and very cool. Very wonderful to pose. If your kids love the Shredder, they're going to like this. If your teenage son or daughter, maybe, I don't know, loves the Shredder, they're going to like this. One thing I don't like about my shirt is this purple thing is so messed up. I don't know what happened to my boy Shredder. I don't know if it was this when I was just... I don't think so, but... Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope y'all guys enjoy this video. Thank you very much. And there's going to be more videos coming soon. Don't forget. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is a 10 out of 10. This Archie Comics Shredder is fantastic. I recommend getting it. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.